After dodging accountability for nearly 2 years, viral rapper and reality TV star Chrisean has finally landed behind bars, and this time, the consequences might be permanent. Her criminal past, filled with offenses ranging from grand theft auto to multiple assaults, reads like a chaotic film script, but every detail is painfully real. The turning point came when she made one reckless decision too many, unraveling a pattern of legal leniency that had baffled the public. At the same time, she went public with her new romance with NCAA basketball player Titan Newton, drawing the final straw for Blueface, her ex and father of her child, who was watching from his own jail cell. He cut ties and kicked her out of his home. Rock's descent began on Valentine's Day 2022, when she was arrested in Oklahoma after allegedly stealing Blueface's Mercedes G-Wagon and getting caught with drugs. Disturbingly, she had reportedly broken into his house before. The arrest used her own blood to write "I love Blue" on the walls and left behind a trail of evidence. Blueface posted messages warning her that police were tracking the stolen car and urging her to leave quietly, but she ignored him. His manager, Whack 100, added fuel to the fire, blasting Rock's behavior online and confirming she had cost them thousands in damages. Public opinion exploded, with some blaming Blueface for leading her astray, while others defended his frustration. Despite the drama, Rock tried to calm fans from jail, admitting she had been spiraling and needed healing. She later pleaded guilty in court, avoiding prison by accepting 4 years of probation, conditional on staying out of legal trouble. But Rock's chaotic life continued. She ignored orders to move out of Blueface's home and failed to complete court-ordered community service, eventually landing on Oklahoma's most wanted list. While claiming to fix her legal mess for her son's sake, she was arrested in July 2024 while attending Blueface's hearing in California. She was sentenced to 30 days in jail for assault with a deadly weapon, then extradited to Oklahoma for the drug charges, which could now land her up to 8 years behind bars. Her troubles began long before, with a history of marijuana charges and court no-shows as far back as 2020, and her volatile relationship with Blueface only amplified the drama. A viral video once showed her refusing to leave his mansion after being dropped from his label, insisting she had every right to stay. Now, as both she and Blueface face jail time, the story of Chrisean's downfall seems to have reached its darkest chapter yet. Tension erupted when Blueface shouted that Rock had been dropped weeks ago, sparking a dramatic confrontation that led her to go live on Instagram. Teary-eyed and raw, she poured her heart out to fans, revealing the emotional toll the chaos had taken. But even after the police left, the storm continued brewing inside the mansion. Blueface and his manager, Whack 100, were in a heated argument while Rock and Chrissy took refuge in the bathroom. The turbulence followed Rock into 2022, when she was arrested in Scottsdale, Arizona, on charges of trespassing and disorderly conduct after she punched Blueface during a fight at Whiskey Row Bar, which was caught on video. Though Blueface did not strike back, security tackled Rock and held her until police arrived. He later clarified on Instagram that her arrest was due to trespassing, not assault, and said she had seen something on his phone that upset her. The drama escalated again in June 2023 at Las Vegas's Palms Casino when a woman congratulated Rock on her pregnancy, but made a snide comment about Blueface, prompting Rock to punch her. Blueface then allegedly took the woman's phone, telling her it was his now, and when she tried to retrieve it, he reportedly kicked her several times. Another person in their entourage also hit the woman before Rock and Blueface fled in a Dodge Charger. Just a month later, Rock was accused of attacking influencer Whoa Vicky after Vicky liked critical tweets. Despite Vicky's attempts to de-escalate and apologize, Rock responded violently, leaving Vicky with bruises and cuts that she later shared online. The assaults did not stop there. At the premiere of Baddies West, Rock allegedly struck her former stylist Herbie Lala on the red carpet after a brief exchange. Lala later sued Rock and Zeus Network for over $1 million, citing physical harm and emotional distress. Yet another incident followed in November 2023 when Rock, reportedly intoxicated, missed her stage cue at Tamar Braxton's show and lashed out backstage at singer James Wright Chanel, injuring him severely. Amid her mounting legal troubles, Rock joined a list of female rappers clashing with the law, including Glorilla, who was arrested for DUI after making an illegal U-turn. Officers suspected she was under the influence of alcohol and marijuana. Despite her attempts to downplay it, her undone pants, slurred speech, and bizarre comments during the field sobriety test only added to the awkwardness, ending with her asking to relieve herself on the roadside. During a tense roadside encounter, an awkward and unexpected mishap occurred. Glorilla's breast accidentally slipped out of her outfit in front of the officer, adding to the tension and discomfort of the moment. But that incident quickly got overshadowed by another viral clip from the same night. This one featured Chrisean partying beside Glorilla, clearly pregnant, and reportedly drinking. The internet exploded with reactions. It was not the first time Rock stirred controversy while expecting. Back in January 2023, she had posted a photo of 3 positive pregnancy tests with the caption, "Guess how many heartbeats?" The backlash from that night sparked a flood of criticism, with many questioning both Rock's and Glorilla's judgment. The very next day, Blueface's mother took to Instagram to air her concerns about Chrisean's behavior. First, she cast doubt on whether Rock was even pregnant, writing, "If she really pregnant with my son's child, my blood grandbaby, I will get off IG." Then, she followed up by sharing private messages allegedly showing Rock holding a bottle of Hennessy just days after announcing her pregnancy. Chrisean Rock had long become a lightning rod for controversy, gaining a reputation for her erratic behavior, wild partying, and particularly her struggles with alcohol. Her antics often played out in the public eye, with social media capturing moments that quickly went viral and sparked intense backlash. Among the most talked about incidents was one involving Blueface's high-end Maybach, a luxury vehicle that soon became the setting of a chaotic and unforgettable scene. During what appeared to be an alcohol-fueled night, Chrisean became so intoxicated that she ended up vomiting inside the pristine interior of the Maybach. The camera captured Blueface's dismay as he turned to her and exclaimed, "I know you didn't just do that in my Maybach." Caught in the act and unable to hide her embarrassment, Chrisean meekly responded, "No, Rocka," trying to play it off. But the damage had already been done, not just to the car, but to her public image. The video spread quickly, with many questioning her judgment and spiraling behavior. But alcohol was not the only concern surrounding Chrisean at the time. Her relationship with substances came under even more scrutiny when videos began surfacing of her smoking weed, despite being visibly pregnant. One particular clip showed her casually lighting up in a car, an act that set off waves of criticism. Fans, critics, and health advocates alike expressed alarm over the safety of her unborn child. For many, it was not just about poor decision-making. It raised serious concerns about the baby's health and the responsibilities that come with motherhood. The situation took another turn when DJ Academics, a prominent and often polarizing hip-hop commentator, shared details from a FaceTime call he had with Chrisean. According to him, she appeared on screen while clearly smoking a joint, even though she was far along in her pregnancy. "She's just puffing away like nothing," Academics recalled in disbelief. "I'm like, ain't no way." His recounting of the incident quickly made headlines and fueled a fresh round of public outcry. While some defenders argued that Chrisean was under extreme stress and simply coping the only way she knew how, others felt that enough was enough. These incidents painted a picture of a woman seemingly overwhelmed by fame, scrutiny, and her own internal battles. For many viewers who had once rooted for her underdog story and raw talent, these episodes were heartbreaking to watch. What remained clear through it all was that Chrisean Rock's life was anything but stable. Her actions, whether intentional or impulsive, continued to add layers of complexity to her public narrative. While her loyal fans still held onto hope that she could turn things around, others viewed these incidents as evidence of a deeper struggle that needed urgent attention. As the cameras continued to follow her every move, the world watched, hoping for a turning point but fearing a deeper fall. Blueface later tried to defend Rock, writing on X that many women smoke weed throughout their pregnancies and suffer no consequences. "Don't shoot the messenger," he added. "I'm just telling the truth. Whether it helps her or not, I'm not being biased." But Rock is not alone when it comes to female rappers facing legal issues. Even Remy Ma, a veteran in the game, has had serious run-ins with the law. On July 13, 2007, she turned herself into the NYPD after being linked to a shooting that took place outside a Manhattan hotspot called Delicatessen. According to reports, the altercation began when Remy accused a woman named Makita Barnes-Joseph of stealing $3,000 from her. The situation escalated, and Joseph was shot in the torso. She later named Remy as the shooter, though footage from inside the club showed no physical fight. Remy pleaded not guilty, but the case only got worse when she was later accused of leading an assault against the boyfriend of a witness. In March 2008, she was convicted on several charges and served 6 years before being released in August 2014. Although Chrisean Rock has dealt with assault charges, often tied to her reality TV fame, she has never faced anything as severe as a shooting. For now, people can only hope she stays out of that kind of trouble. Whether her recent jail time will mark a turning point in her life remains to be seen. April 21, 2025, marked another dramatic chapter in the ongoing saga between Chrisean Rock and Blueface, one that no one saw coming. Even though Blueface was currently incarcerated, that did not stop him from asserting control over his personal life, especially where Chrisean was concerned. In a surprising and bold move, Blueface reportedly decided to evict her from his lossy Angeles home. What made the timing even more shocking was that it happened just days after Chrisean had gone public with her new relationship, a romantic link with Titan Newton, a rising NCAA basketball player from Morgan State University. The news sent shockwaves through social media, stirring conversations, reactions, and speculation about Blueface's motives. Despite his legal troubles and physical absence, the rapper managed to stir up headlines once again by exercising his authority from behind bars. For fans and followers, it was a striking display of how deeply entangled and volatile the relationship between Chrisean and Blueface had become. The confirmation came not through a press release or official statement, but through a now viral video posted by Blueface's father, Jonathin Porter Sr., late on the night of April 20th. In the clip, the elder Porter filmed Chrisean's personal belongings, suitcases, boxes, and even framed photos, neatly stacked by the front door. The message was unmissable. "Blue made the call," Porter Sr. said firmly, his tone leaving no room for ambiguity. "He's serious. Time to go." The moment was raw and symbolic. It was as if Blueface, despite his current circumstances, was drawing a hard line, setting new boundaries and making it clear that the past was no longer welcome in his space. Social media immediately lit up, with fans split down the middle. Some praised Blueface for finally cutting ties and taking a stand, arguing that the relationship had long been toxic and unpredictable. Others criticized the move as cold-hearted and unnecessary, especially since it involved family members, like his father, broadcasting what many considered private matters. For many viewers, seeing Chrisean's items being moved out so publicly was not just a sign of a breakup, but a calculated and public declaration that their chapter had officially closed. For Chrisean, the eviction served as yet another public blow in what had already been a turbulent few weeks. Her new romance with Titan Newton was just beginning to gain traction online, and many wondered whether Blueface's move was fueled by jealousy or a final attempt to regain control. Others questioned why, even while in jail, Blueface was still so focused on her actions. Either way, the moment proved once again that when it comes to Chrisean and Blueface, nothing happens quietly. Their relationship has never followed the rules, and even with one of them behind bars, the headlines keep coming. As fans watch to see what Chrisean's next move will be, whether she claps back or keeps moving forward, one thing is clear. The drama between these two is far from over. In the footage, Porter Sr. was also seen removing framed photos of Blueface and Rock from the walls, erasing signs of their once high-profile relationship. The eviction happened shortly after Rock had shared a video of herself kissing Newton. The new couple appeared unfazed by the backlash, with Newton even seen wearing one of Rock's diamond chains. Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, was ecstatic about the split. She praised the new couple on social media, celebrating what she hoped was the end of the Blueface Rock saga. "Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it?" she exclaimed. They Make a cute couple. That baby's gonna be cute too. The fallout felt especially sudden, given that just months earlier in November, Rock and Blueface had claimed they secretly married. Blueface even had Rock's name tattooed on his face. Now, that chapter seems closed for good. Rock, however, did not stay silent after Blueface's father, Jonathin Porter Sr., shared a video that captured the moment her belongings were packed up and moved out. The footage quickly caught fire across social media, especially since it came at a time when Rock had just gone public with her new relationship with Titan Newton. Add to that the rising anticipation surrounding Blueface's potential early release, and it created the perfect storm online. Fans, critics, and blogs all weighing in on what many were calling the final break between the tumultuous pair. The now viral video, Porter Sr. is seen carefully moving bags, boxes, and personal items out of the residence that Rock once shared with Blueface. With a calm but firm tone, he stated that this was not his decision. It was Blueface, from behind bars, who instructed the removal. He said, "It is time. She has got to go," Porter Sr. declared. What made the video even more emotional was the sight of him turning over framed photographs of Rock and Blueface, including images of their baby, Chrisean Jesus. For many viewers, it felt like a symbolic closing chapter on a relationship that had been messy, passionate, and deeply public from the start. Not one to let her narrative be shaped by someone else, Chrisean Rock responded swiftly through a live stream. She spoke openly about the situation without directly naming names, but the weight of her words left little doubt. According to Rock, she and her family were being overwhelmed with calls and threats. "Everybody needs to take a breath before they take their last breath. Just breathe. Stop calling our phones," she said, clearly tired of the harassment and looking for peace amid the chaos. She called out the absurdity of the situation and pointed out the unnecessary involvement of family members who should be left out of the drama. "Let the grandparents be grandparents," she said, shaking her head at the way the situation had spiraled into a family affair. Interestingly, while her tone reflected clear sarcasm and visible frustration during her live stream, Chrisean Rock did not appear broken or overwhelmed by the situation. In fact, her reaction suggested a quiet sense of resilience, as if she was not only processing the chaos, but also choosing to rise above it. Instead of engaging in a bitter back and forth, or spiraling into the kind of emotional turmoil that had characterized some of her past public moments, she seemed to be signaling a pivot, a slow but intentional step into a new chapter of her life. During the live stream, Rock made an important revelation. She had not even been in Los Angeles lately, which was once her home base with Blueface. The statement was subtle but powerful. By physically distancing herself from the environment where so much of her past drama unfolded, she was also making an emotional and psychological departure. It was not just about changing her location. It was about resetting her focus, protecting her peace, and redefining what life could look like without the chaos. Since the public breakup and the now viral video of her belongings being packed up, by Blueface's father, Chrisean has shifted her energy towards something far more grounding: her music. Longtime fans know that Chrisean has always had deep roots in gospel, and it appears that she is once again turning to that spiritual foundation for strength. Her recent musical posts and snippets online hint at a creative resurgence, one that seems fueled by pain, reflection, and above all, faith. It is not just about making music for fame or streams. It feels like she is rediscovering a part of herself that had been buried beneath layers of relationship drama and media noise. At the same time, Chrisean has not been shy about exploring new beginnings in her personal life either. Her rumored romance with NCAA basketball player Titan Newton has sparked considerable buzz online. Speculation about their relationship began swirling after a video surfaced of the two sharing a kiss in the backseat of a car, a moment that quickly made the rounds on social media. While neither of them has made a formal announcement about their status, their frequent appearances together and growing closeness have not gone unnoticed. For Chrisean, this new connection seems to represent more than just a rebound. There is a softness in how she has been appearing lately, a sense of comfort and ease that suggests she may be genuinely happy in Titan's presence. Whether their bond is serious or still in its early stages, it is evident that Chrisean is allowing herself the space to enjoy someone new, someone outside of the storm she just left behind. This shift, both in her music and her relationships, marks a noticeable contrast from how she has handled past breakups. Where once there may have been tears, explosive tweets, or public confrontations, now there is a quiet redirection of energy. Instead of reacting with rage or regret, Chrisean seems focused on healing. She is choosing to move forward, to invest in her talents, and to nurture connections that bring her joy instead of pain. Of course, given her high-profile lifestyle and history of unpredictable headlines, no one can say for sure what lies ahead. But in this moment, Chrisean Rock is not letting her past define her. She is using the mess as motivation, drawing from her roots, leaning into her art, and testing the waters of a fresh start. Whatever happens next, it is clear she is trying to walk into her future with more clarity, purpose, and maybe, for the first time in a long time, peace. Though rumors began swirling about a possible second pregnancy, Rock quickly shut them down. Her current priorities, she said, are her peace, her faith, and staying grounded amid the noise. Even as online drama continues to swirl and Blueface's release nears, Rock seems committed to protecting her growth. Now the question lingers, is this truly the end of Rock and Blueface, or just another dramatic chapter in their ongoing saga? Only time will tell. Blueface reportedly made the call from behind bars, giving a firm directive: it is time for her to go. His father, Jonathin Porter Sr., took the lead in carrying out the order, gathering Christian Rock's belongings, boxing them up, and even removing framed photos of the former couple and their baby, Chrisean Jesus, from the walls of the house. The act was caught on camera and quickly went viral. In response, Christian Rock broke her silence on livestream, openly addressing the situation with a mix of calm defiance and thinly veiled irritation. Without directly naming names, she revealed that both she and her family had been overwhelmed by threatening calls. "Everybody needs to take a breath before they lose it," she said pointedly. "We are getting real threats. People need to stop blowing up our phones." Addressing the viral video of Porter Sr., Rock gave a sarcastic thanks for the help with her belongings and took a jab at the involvement of older family members. "Let the grandparents just be grandparents. They do not need to be dragged into all of this," she said, clearly questioning why extended family was getting involved in what she considers a personal matter. Rock also clarified that she has not been in Los Angeles for a while, the place she once shared with Blueface, hinting that her life had already moved in a different direction before the eviction drama unfolded. Far from crushed by the ordeal, Rock has been redirecting her energy into her music, reconnecting with her gospel roots, and spending time with her new partner, Titan Newton. Romance rumors first started swirling when a video of the two kissing in the backseat of a car made the rounds online earlier this month. Despite their frequent appearances together, Rock has firmly shut down speculation that she is expecting another child. Right now, her focus seems to be on finding peace, nurturing her faith, and maintaining forward momentum in both her career and personal life, even as chaos tries to pull her back in. So, could this really be the turning point? The chapter where Christian Rock finally walks away from all the toxicity for good? Or is there still another storm brewing on the horizon? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to like this video and subscribe for the latest on Christian Rock and the rest of hip-hop's headline makers.